I have a friend who talks about letting shit go. So I want to make my own version of that video. So, how do you let shit go? You let it go by just letting it go. You release whatever energy or aura that you have out of yourself. Exile the demons that you've been suffering with, the skeletons in your closet. You have to acknowledge what you have done wrong and finally set yourself free from the confines of your own mind. This is something that people can never do because they can never forgive themselves on what they have done in their past. They have such a dark past that they don't even know what to do with themselves anymore. It sucks. It's sad. It hurts. It's amusing to me on how bad this is because I need to address it. If no one will, I have to. And I know I said someone did already, I know. But not enough people talk about this by the day. We need this message to be delivered. If this message can't get delivered, nobody's safe. Currently, everybody right now, not everybody, but let's just say a majority of Americans right now are in a mental health crisis. There's a lot of people out there right now that need a lot of help. And putting people on pills and shoving it down people's throat is not the case. Doing this down people's throats with medicine can't do any good because medicine can only do so much for a certain amount of time. Therapy, same thing. Because the only thing a therapist can do is suggest. Like the age restrictions on a Lego set. It's just a suggestion. They have to put that there. Just as Will Ferrell says it. I don't like the guy, but he's right to a certain point, to a certain degree. So, how do you continue to let shit go? If someone is driving you crazy and they're basically holding you back from life, from achieving what you want to do, sometimes you just have to set them free. If they want to be set free, they might as well have to be set free. Sometimes you have to sacrifice what you love and what you like and what you cherish for the greater good of your life and theirs. Sometimes you need to pay close attention to the things that people usually don't see, the hidden things, the small things that matter the most to certain people. Last video I spoke about my video game addiction. I'm getting rid of this and everything else that I have that's video game related. I let that shit go. I made the commitment to make a sacrifice to let it go. And a commitment is what you need. Because without that, what other good are you going to do in your life? How can you achieve things if you can't sacrifice and let things go? If you were going to reminisce on the past about something that is so irrelevant right now, how are you going to properly excel in life if you are still going to linger on something that's only going to keep you stuck in the past and keep you immature and holding grudges? You need to think like a mature person. You need to act like a mature person. You need to let things go like a mature person and think for yourself for the better of your future. Because the people in the past are in the past. They don't give a fuck about you anymore. You probably should even give a fuck about them. What you should care about right now is yourself and only yourself and the people that is around you, like your family and your pets. That's it. Maybe your job, maybe your business, maybe your career, your skill sets, maybe your network, your connections. But if you're an entrepreneur right now and you can't let things go, I'm not gonna say you're destined to fail, like I said in the what if video, but you are in danger and you need to get out of that danger. If you don't get out of that danger, you're gonna be only slower and closer. Closer but slower. Slower but closer to it. I really hated how I said that because I was stuttering on that, but fuck it. Fuck it. You need help. If you don't get help, you're fucked. You're cooked. I had a friend in my network. I lost a friend the other day. He said, I'm cooked for life. When he said that, I put that controller down. And I made that commitment. I feel great. Done with my gaming addiction. And then I made a video on it. That's how great it feels. I had a neighbor one time. He let smoking go. He finally gave it up. He's never been better since. He started coaching for his kids' sports. He started coaching for my intramural sports because my friend, aka his dad, the neighbor, is also a neighbor to my friend. We were 7 months apart. No, 7 months? 7, yes. So that was in the green, positivity. So those are examples. Another person, I'll have one more example. Another person I know. I don't want to say who he is, but he's someone who I'm very close with. Someone who I share blood with. He was an addict in many things. Drugs, booze, gambling, spending, even betting, which is still gambling, so that's number 4. He went to rehab for a not a single year, 10 months. 10 months. I lost this dude. I'm not gonna tell you when, I'm not gonna tell you who, but this person, he lost 10 months of his life from his family, his friends, and the people who made him toxic like that, his bad friends. He's not friends with them anymore, but let's just say now, he's living great, he's got a good job, he bought himself a car, his credit score is great now since he paid off his collections. He is doing very well right now. Stable, safe, secure, something like that. It's got a message from my Slack channel. I want to make sure that you can let things go because I know people who I was very close with, like that individual, my neighbor, and my relationship with myself, and my friend who also made a video on this, can help you let things go. She's probably not gonna look at this right now, but I'm gonna tell you, shout out to you. I have a crush on you. I like you a lot. And I have to prove myself to be the man that you want. I'm up for a challenge. And if you go with someone else, by any means, I already improved myself to the point where it's for me, not for you. So, but at the end, you need to start taking extreme amounts of action in order to letting these things go. John Jones, the famous UFC fighter himself, still talks about the demons that he has. He says it on Joe Rogan's podcast. I have a lot of demons. Drugs, crime, cases, weapons, He's been through a lot. Peer pressure, impulses. Like that's a man who suffers from real shit. And we're both from New York. He's good now. He's clean now. Record's clean now. But he even addresses it. And he even tells people to not make the same mistakes that he does. He even tells people to let shit go. He is an inspiration to me still to this day, and I love Jon Jones, and shout out to you. Best heavyweight who ever walked the planet. Hands down. I want to see you fight more Dagestan and Russian fighters. That'll be sick. That's where the best fighters in the world come from. See how easily I got hooked? Because I love UFC. It's the same thing with addiction. You have to let shit go. Because if you don't let shit go, you're going to get hooked onto it even harder. And it'll be even harder to let go because the hook is going to be, instead of like a U shape, it's going to be more like an O shape. And soon you're going to be trapped and you can't get out. That you don't want to happen. You don't want that to happen at all. You know what happens when that occurs. You're done. You're cooked for life. I broke that. I broke that with video games. I broke that with masturbation. I broke that with dating girls for a one-night stand and moving on with them back when I was in college. Man, was I a fucking menace. Even I had to let that go because I had a lot of demons. It's very hard for me to address this on YouTube because YouTube will flag this video, but I'm just gonna keep it under 15 minutes. This is a challenge for everybody. And sometimes you have to tell yourself, I did nothing wrong. Say it with me. I did nothing wrong. What I did is over with. What is done is done. Even if it may sound wrong or look wrong, it wasn't wrong. It's just a learning lesson in life to do things right. I don't have as much life experience as people who say that who are older than me, like my parents or your parents or influencers like Brian Tracy or Bedros Keuilian. Shout out to those guys. Those two guys are great. But the past is in the past. Burn it. Torch it. Hit it with a fucking flamethrower and just go, ah! If you know what I mean. Do it. Just fucking let shit go and fucking do it. Pull the fucking trigger. Just do it. Pull that trigger. Be done with it. Because if you don't, you're going to end up in a situation where you can't get out. I will repeat myself as long as I can for you to start letting shit go. Because there is something in the internal part of your brain, in the middle of it, that is satisfied when it sees the small things that you truly like best, that matter most, that probably most parents see in their children. The hidden interests. You need to let that go and start over. And some people are just too afraid to start over, which is why they walk as a walking accident. I meant move like a walking accident. If this does not have told you something, I don't know what will. So for that, I'm gonna end it here. If you liked this video, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn those notifications on so you don't miss a video. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Do the hard work, even when you are not interested in doing it.